Alright, so patch 0.5.5. Unfortunately, I just checked and Hexolite mining still seems to be bugged. The pals are not really mining Hexolite unless you are actively in a base. So that's something that still hasn't really been fixed. Just wanted to add that at the start of the video since I did spawn into one of these bases immediately. I thought it was worth mentioning. So the issue is mainly that if you're not in a base, your pals won't mine Hexolite. So you can solve it by just teleporting to the base every 30 minutes, I guess. But they won't farm it like on a server or anything like that, or if you're just AFK in another base. So the main thing with this patch is that they changed glider mechanics. I was a little worried it would change completely, so you wouldn't be able to do it the same way as you used to, but it's really only a cosmetic reskin change. So instead of summoning the PAL when you're gliding, you now just use your normal glider, but the stats are the same. They're just sort of baked into the partner skill text here for each of the PALs. So it's still the same thing, same stats. You glide with Great Claw and you can still shoot. Dog waking up. You can still use the same passive, so nothing changed really. And just a little bit about the gliders themselves. You can still glide like that. So that's the Gale Claw reskin. So I'll just be covering real quickly the glider different stats here. This is without a PAL, so this is just a regular glider. You can almost go out of the base with those triple jump boots. So just going to build a chest to indicate how far you get. Then going to start with Gale Claw to compare. Same thing, triple jump boot and glide. And you can see you get quite a lot further with a Gale Claw. And then you also have that benefit that you're able to shoot as well. And there's some other stats as well, like how quickly you de-accelerate, how quickly you accelerate, how much stamina it drains. It does drain the player stamina, so going like stamina passives doesn't work. Then we have Hang You, just very slow acceleration, but does have a little bit of an updraft that lifts you up. But if you don't launch with a grapple, you don't get very far at all. Gonna cut this one a little bit shorter. So eventually you land, but it's not a lot further than just not using a glider pal at all. That's the base glider chest there. So it's mostly for that updraft effect. Then we have Celery, which was sort of it was an early glider, you could get very early. And the main benefit of Celery was just that it looked cool at night. So that's gone a little bit. I guess the parachute might look a little bit different for each pal. Not something I noticed while testing them, but they do look a little bit different. So you got the purple, the blue one, which is cool, I guess. You can sort of tell which pal it is now. That was the trouble with recording this. You can see the pal down in the bottom left as well. But if you scroll between pals, you can't really see which glider it is that I'm using. So Killamari can just go super far. So it is these stats. You got like how far it can go, which is a combination of speed and how much gravity they have, like how quickly they fall to the ground. So each one has that stat. Then they also have this sort of how easily you can maneuver around. So this is with Gale Claw again. You can see you can sort of turn back and forth, accelerate up very quickly, compared to something like Hang You. So with Gale Claw, you can do the grapple technique, you can turn around, come back, no problem at all. And it's sort of like that with Killamari and Celery as well. But Hang You is not good for turning around. You can do a large bend to get back while maintaining speed, but if you turn around too quickly, you lose all speed and then you end up going nowhere. So you really want to grapple launch with that one. But it does have this main benefit of, like, if you want to build in your base, you want to stack stuff, it's pretty good. So you sort of just press the PAL summon button, so E for PC, and then summon the PAL again really quickly by pressing the jump or whatever you have for your glider PAL. And you can sort of go upwards forever as long as you have stamina. And then the stats as well. So here, it used to be a Killamari that would have really cool lights in the sky, but now we have this. So it is a result of the lawsuit. They did confirm that now, and as well with the PAL summoning change, they confirmed it as a result of that lawsuit, which is a shame that they have to spend time on that. Not fun. And now also one thing that's changed is you do need to have a glider in your glider slot for the PALs to work, otherwise they won't work at all. And this is with the Hyperglider, I think, the purple one. You sort of land on the chest with the Gale Claw. And this is with the blue glider, the Giga Glider, also with a Gale Claw. And you get like the same distance. So I think the PAL stats completely override the glider stats. As long as you're using glider PAL, it doesn't matter if you're using like a Hyperglider, a Giga Glider, or whatever. So that's it for this patch. A pretty minor patch, all in all, just a reskin of the gliders. Their stats didn't change and everything seems the same, just what they look like has changed. So nothing gameplay-wise. Thanks for watching.